Hi everyone. Today's video about makeup without makeup. I'm wearing almost nothing. I have no eye makeup or anything else apart from three products. So one of them is a primer, and the other two I want to talk to you about. I want to show you what I discovered recently. A lot of you who watch my video regularly say that I don't do enough of budget lines, and it's not intentional. It's just I don't use them. I like Dior and some others that you know about, and I was showing you the products for over a year now. But budget lines, they kind of come into my life from time to time, just accidentally or out of curiosity, which is the case exactly with this product I found yesterday. This is Maybelline. Maybelline. I think it's three products, 3 steps for beautiful skin, and I found it yesterday in Boots, and I was just walking looking for something different, and I found this little picture, a beautiful skin. Somebody is much younger than me, of course, and it says 3 steps. If you live in the UK, go have a look. I recommend, because I think this is unexpectedly good quality. It's not that I don't think Maybelline is a good quality, but I just didn't use enough to judge sufficiently and objectively. So for me, it was a surprise. It was a very pleasant surprise. So what I saw is a young girl with a beautiful skin, of course, and it says basically get the same skin in 3 steps. So one is a primer, which they didn't have in stock, so I didn't buy. I have some others anyway, but I bought this. It's called Eye Eraser, Eraser Eye, Perfect Cover Concealer. So it's basically concealer. I will put names in. Right, I've got some, which I have to close. There you go. So that's the Anti-Age Eraser Eye Perfect and Cover Concealer, which is incredibly good product, and I'll show you in a minute. And another one is a highlighter, and they have various tones. So this one I think is the one. It's not the lightest, or maybe it is the lightest, but there are 3 or 4 maybe different ones, and I think at least 2 or maybe 3 different tones of this. Mine would be lighter highlighter. This one is medium, as you can see, and I think the difference is that this one has got a little like a pink kind of like a suntan undertone to it, which is really nice for some parts of the face. So what I wanted to show you, just let me open this again. So what I've done today on me at the moment, I've got primer. Look at that. Gosh, it's so annoying when they have this music in the car so loud. And thank you. So on me, you have I have a primer, and then I've got this concealer, which goes on the place where you want to use concealer, really. Nothing new. But what I found is sponge being really useful. So it turns like this, and it's dosed. It's kind of in a dosage, comes out necessary. You won't have too much, you won't have too little, and you can literally use this applying on your skin wherever it needs to go, and it really soft, very creamy, really light texture. I think, you know, I'm struggling. For me, it's a very pleasant discovery. I don't use budget lines products as such, but the way this goes on me, I would say it's much better than this. This is heavy. This is Dior, which is much more expensive. This is £8.99, and this is about £20, I think, if no more. At the moment, they have an offer. You buy one and you get another half price. So this is £8.99, I think, and this is £7.99. So altogether, it came to about £13 altogether after discount. So and I didn't get, as I said, I didn't get the primer because they didn't have it in stock, but I've got other primers. So what I've used my Dior primer, then I used this concealer. I didn't use any foundation at all. It doesn't mean that you don't have to use it. If your skin requires it, I think you should. But highlighter that goes on the top or might go underneath of foundation, which foundation is light, to subtle effect a little bit. So if it's too much, but this, right, I try to do it on the sun as well as in the shade. So it has got a really nice texture, which is usually for highlighting, sort of nice and creamy and light reflecting. But actually, it's got a bit of pigmentation, so it's pinkier than you normally would be. So for me, it creates a really nice effect of fresh face, rested, suntan. So that goes on everywhere, wherever you put highlighter normally. But what I would do, if I could, and if they have light highlighter in stock, I'll go have a look later in a few days. Having my operation on my leg done tomorrow. But when I start walking again, I'll go have a look. If it is lighter, if there is a light in stock, light is probably we use more for highlighting. I would go and I would buy a primer, a concealer which is suitable to your skin tone, and two of those. I would buy medium, which is a pinkier undertone, and you can see it does reflect light. It's quite pleasant actually, and it feels so natural on the skin. It doesn't, you can't see it's a makeup. Do you know what? With all my love and respect to Dior, this is not worse effect at all. It looks really nice on the skin. Even my husband looked at me now, said, "Oh, what you've done?" And it doesn't. You don't feel. It don't look like you wear makeup. It's almost like your natural, rested, after holiday skin is absolutely lovely. I really love it. So I have to start keeping an eye on Maybelline a little bit more, because from time to time, I think there was a lipstick as well I liked, which was one of the dupes for. I've written it down actually. Hang on a minute. There is Maybelline, which I used, and I think I've got it in one of my bags, which is, so there is a dupe for Tom Ford Nude Vanilla by Tom Ford, if you like nude lipsticks. The Maybelline is Peach Buff. No, I just couldn't remember the name. I had a note of it. Peach Buff is identical to Tom Ford Vanilla. So if you want to investigate some of those, you might find some really nice surprises. So there we go. So this is my review of Maybelline. Forgot how it's called. Perfect Cover Concealer, Anti-Age, the Eraser Eye. Don't know why it's called Eraser Eye. It's probably just removes. It does remove all imperfectness in the skin. And this is Master Strobing Liquid highlighter. I'll try to show it in this way. Here we go. This one is medium. So I would look out for a light shade of that, and I will probably get a primer as well. And I expect the complete look to be absolutely perfect. One more thing I wanted to show you is also from budget range, which kind of accidental purchase yesterday. I quite like actually in Wilkinson's. If you live in the UK, you know which shop I'm talking about. It's a budget alternative to many things. And in Wilkinson's, their own brand, own range, which Essential, is, I quite like their lip balsam, they call it lip balm pencils, which are really good for just moisturizing. It's nothing more than that, and a tiny bit of color in there. So this one is a lipstick. It's hardly seen on your lips. You don't see you got something, but it's so moisturizing. It's really nice and pleasant. So this one, and it says, I think there is a range there, no dry lips, or no more dry lips, something. I do suffer from that. I have a problem. I always have to have something moisturizing on my lips, and this serves my needs perfectly. So this one is Sheer and Shine, and this is number 12. And the color is, you can't argue. I mean, the color is just perfect, nice, light pink. Let me close that, maybe just slightly different. That's the color. So there we go. Essential, Sheer and Shine number 12. So that's in addition to the natural look. I really like this. I really do. And I don't even want to do my eye makeup. It feels like you don't need to. Because skin says it all. Rested skin. So I highly recommend it. And I definitely go back and I find light highlighter to use specifically where you need it for highlighting. No need for expensive things sometimes. I think skincare probably is something that you really need to invest into, but those kind of alternatives that pop up occasionally, I think they're very good. Okay, thanks very much. See you later.